Yard touchdown run. He had 6 carries for 7 yards and this one score, and also had a catch. Here's Marshawn Lynch entertaining us all.
What do you do before Green Bay next week?
Work out. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And believe it or not, that was Marshawn Lynch being verbose, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's an effusive word salad from the Seahawks running back as they get set to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll now at the podium talking about the win and what plans are ahead.
Of course, yeah, you get to advance and you're talking about surviving. You know, we're just fired up to have another chance to keep playing football and keep pushing it and see how far we can go. This was a really good night for us, taking the opportunity of, the quarterback got banged up, and so they bring in Josh, and he's obviously a seasoned vet. You could see that he had some really good plays in him tonight, and we were able to take advantage of, some stuff there, and so we played a really nice night on defense overall. They moved the ball pretty good at times, but we kept them out of the end zone, which was really, really key. And without getting any turnovers, it was a challenge. So I was really fired up about the D. Bunch of sacks again here, and really great red zone defense made a big difference. I think the whole football game was really the third downs. We did great on third down on offense, and had a big night on defense. And this was a really highly ranked third down offense and defense from Philadelphia. So take a lot of pride in that. They're ranked 4th or something in both. So that's a good deal for us to get that done. And really, that's what kept us going. And the big conversions, big plays by Russ. I thought Russ was spectacular tonight in moving around and finding guys when we really needed in crucial situations. But I think the night was stolen by DK. He just had a phenomenal night. Showed you, what he's capable of looking like. He's had a great season in his rookie year, but to have a night like that in the first chance ever in the playoffs, that was spectacular. And he did some stuff that it's hard to imagine anybody else doing. And so we're really excited about that. And so fantastic night for us to get this thing going on the road. We're pretty confident about going. I know we're going to Green Bay, and we're looking forward to getting organized to do that.
You've always had some good success as you're on the road. Now one more chance again on the road against Green Bay. How confident is the team? What is it about this team that provides so much confidence on the road this year?
Yeah, we really have found a rhythm throughout the season, and we had a lot of momentum. We had one mistake down late in the season when we didn't get it done, and but other than that, we found the way to play and the way to play together, regardless of the setting and the fans and all of the difficult environments that you're in, weather and whatever. These guys have really found it, and it's really exciting to see. I don't know how, it's just 1 week at a time, but there's a real confidence about us. We don't care where we're playing.
You mentioned Russ, just to do it down, you guys are missing a lot of guys on offense. The running game wasn't where you want, just for him to be able to do all the things.
Yeah, I thought his running was spectacular when we got it from him. His movement was great. There's 3 or 4 big plays that he made on the move, creating space for the guys to get open, and our guys finishing on the routes. That was really beautiful football, and that's what Russ gives you. He gives you those extra shots, and he found them tonight and came through with some great passes.
The juice that Lynch and Metcalf, I'm using second two of the 3 plays there. One Lynch's stiff one.
Yeah.
Touchdown where he just got.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 1, and he
Pete
catches
Carroll
the
alluding
route
to the
flat
third
and
downs.
turns
The
it up,
Seahawks
makes
were 8
20
of
or something,
15. The
and
Eagles were only
coming
3 of
around.
11. Their journey continues. They go to Green Bay for the divisional round. Season is over for Doug Pederson, the Eagles. Let's listen in on what the coach has to say.
No, I'm worried about coaching the team and trying to win the game.
What changed with the offense and what the heart of the cap?
A little bit. We eliminated some of the motions. We just kind of got back to some of the core plays, some of the things that Josh was comfortable with in the run game and the pass game, and just we did some good things. We just kind of stalled out in the red zone a little bit tonight and had opportunities, but just got back to some of the core stuff with Josh.
What's the most remarkable thing about being able to be within a score of a very good playoff team with the personnel, especially the offensive personnel that you had on the field at the end of the game? To you, what's the most remarkable facet about that scenario?
Just for me, it's about just how resilient our team is and giving ourselves an opportunity like that to be down 1 score against a really good football team in a playoff game. And it's just it's remarkable for me to see our guys battle, how the defense kept us in this football game and offense, moved the ball, but we just failed to score. But to still be within a score of at least in a 2-point conversion to tie the game just shows a lot of character and resiliency of this team.
Doug, I'm sure you're disappointed for everybody in that room, but Carson in particular, 4 years and at last 8 plays in the postseason. I mean, that's an awfully disappointing blow for him.
Yes.
And how would you feel?
I feel for him. I feel bad for him.
I'm sorry, have you spoken to him? I mean,
I just briefly saw him in the dressing room after the game.
how is he? What did he look like? How is he responding? We're probably not going to talk.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'll let him speak for it, but I'm disappointed, for him, because I wanted this for him, obviously, and I think a lot of his teammates did too, and the organization did. I mean, he's battled through a lot, but we'll learn from it. We'll move on.
Were you expected? Was this a different game if Carson was healthy?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I would say yes. If he's healthy, with the game plan that we had, I think so. But it's hard to speculate.
What was the mechanism for getting? He didn't come out right away. What was did you get a call from upstairs?
No, I just had Joe Appella, one of my trainers, came up and said they were just going to evaluate Carson, and defense was on the field, and that was it. And then they came to me later on and said that they were going to take him into the locker room and evaluate him further.
So was the spotter, the independent NFL spotter, that told you?
I don't know all of that. I mean, I just know because I'm in the game. I'm coaching the football game, so I just have the trainers are communicating with me, and they just said they're just evaluating Carson at the time.
On the second to last fourth down in the fourth quarter, did you consider kicking the field goal there, or were you thinking you could touchdown regardless?
I was, but I was also trying to maintain the aggressiveness there, try to get the first down and stay on the field and score.
The third down defense.
I do love some of the honesty you hear from coaches at the time. Someone asked him if he felt bad for Carson Wentz, and he said, yes. Like, what else is he going to say? Yeah. And then someone else wants something else. Oh, I was busy coaching the game at that time, so I could not see it. Yeah. Real quickly, though, this is the 6th playoff game they've had since 2017. It's the only one that Carson Wentz was able to play in, and he goes out injured again. It's very unfortunate, but it is something that just continues to sort of present itself.
It does. Some of these things are
fluky.
Yeah, I mean, guy tears his ACL diving into the end zone against the Rams, and so his backup takes over, and then they get hot. He's trying to scramble tonight for a first down, and, gets hit from behind, and his head slams into the ground. Sometimes you're just unlucky.
It's unfortunate.
You just get an unlucky break, and it happens to people. I don't think it means that you're injury prone or you're not. I just think that sometimes you're unlucky.
Yeah, I think this is definitely different from some of the other injuries. You look at an ACL or a back and some of those things, and those are long-term effects. It's quite possible that if the Philadelphia Eagles are playing next week, Carson Wentz is on the field. This isn't one of those injury concerns. It's kind of like fluky, a football thing. I think the difficult part for Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles is it's a playoff game.
Yeah.
You don't get next week if you don't win.
And John, listen, we talked a lot about the Eagles being beat up. Seahawks were pretty beat up, too, here. No Chris Carson, no C.J. Prosise, no Dwayne Brown. They found a way to come away with a win under pretty tough circumstances.
No doubt. And you look at the trip from Seattle, about as far on the planet as you can get away from Philadelphia.
Until they put a team in London.
It's remarkable. You look at the record of Pete Carroll, and Russell Wilson, and you're second to Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. That's not bad. So this is a good football team. Pete's done a tremendous job. They've struggled this season. I mean, they've had some ups and downs, and they've been really, really good on the road. And, it's good that they are to make that trip. And regardless of the circumstances, they find a way to win. DK Metcalf coming on late in the year like this, I mean, he was a beast. They got banged up at running back. They bring in Marshawn Lynch out of the living room, and he scores a touchdown. So, that's good coaching, too. That's a well-coached outfit and organization.
And they're going to need all of that as they have to go back to Seattle, then get ready to go to Green Bay in the divisional round next weekend. Yard touchdown run. He had 6 carries for 7 yards and this one score, and also had a catch. Here's Marshawn Lynch entertaining us all.
What do you do before Green Bay next week?
Work out. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And believe it or not, that was Marshawn Lynch being verbose, ladies and gentlemen.